What's up everybody? Welcome back. This is the NBA Fanatic Johnny P, and I wanted to drop you a quick little video, and we're kind of still talking about the playoffs. So they're sticking with that theme because Mark Cuban, I believe he did this on his app Cyberdust. I'm not too familiar with it, but a little shout out there, whatever, go check it out. But he said that he thinks the NBA should adopt a 20-team NBA playoff format. And I cannot tell you how much I am against this because there's 30 teams in the league. You're telling me that 2/3 of the league would make the playoffs. To me, that's just ludicrous. I mean, when you really think about it now, 8 teams from each division, we're still talking over half the league. That's just a lot. I mean, I would see taking 20 teams in the league if there was maybe 50 teams, but they're not. We're talking about 30 teams. And I did mention this in a previous video. If you remember, if you don't remember, you can go back and watch it. But essentially what I was saying is that I think divisions themselves, the East and the West, should be eliminated. And you take the top 16 teams from those from that big list, that big group of 30 teams. You take the top 16 teams with the best record. Simple as that. That's how you seed them. There's no East, there's no West, because I don't see teams like Brooklyn getting in when you have other teams in the West who are far more superior to them. I mean, Brooklyn had a losing record this last season. I can't justify them making the playoffs. But if you take the top 16 teams, how could you get any more simple than that? I think that's how it should be. Now, here's the thing. Even if you want to keep the Western and Eastern Conference, that's totally cool. But you shouldn't base so many teams coming out of each of them. So what you would do essentially is have the top 16 teams. So let's say the West sends in 10 teams, right? And then out of the East, you get 6 teams. That would be really lopsided, but it would be kind of cool because being from the East, I would want to root for a team from the East, but we have less of a chance to do it. So it would almost feel a bit more special to see the East teams go on, and that would be totally crazy. So I just want to kind of make a comment on that. I don't think Mark Cuban is right. I think what he's doing is pandering to the teams in the West, really good teams who don't get to make the playoffs, which I agree, they should make the playoffs. But you're also giving handouts to teams in the East, where we're already giving handouts out here. Now, in these upcoming seasons, I do see things changing for the East. I see teams that are going to get stronger. And we're going to touch on this one day. I would like to talk about Kevin Durant and if he's going to make the trip out East. I do see these teams starting to get stronger than upcoming seasons. But for right now, this 20-team playoff scenario, I don't see it happening. I don't see it working. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like it's going to dilute and water down the league a little bit because you're going to the playoffs as something you earn. But if we're just handing out playoff tickets, I mean, essentially you're saying if you send 20 teams into the playoffs, every team that doesn't make it is a lottery team. And I don't agree with that. I don't think that's right. I think he's been stressed out because what's been going on with the Mavericks. It's almost kind of like he's making excuses because he knows his Mavs are starting to fall off the map a little bit, which is kind of unfortunate because, I mean, whatever. I'm neutral to Dallas. I hope they do well. But at the same time, you can't be doing stuff like that. If anything, we got to make it more elite. You know, let's figure out these other problems going on, not add more teams to the mix. So this is the NBA Fanatic, and hey, I wanted to say thank you. You all have shown me so much love lately. A lot of great comments giving me a lot of compliments, and I appreciate that. I don't necessarily feel I'm deserving of them, but I really appreciate that. I'd like to see this channel grow. I'd like to see it get bigger. I'd like to see our community of NBA fanatics get bigger. So share, comment, like, all that other good stuff. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next video. Bye-bye.